So it's a pleasure to meet you all, and I'll start by briefly introducing myself. My name is Zofia Sałak. I'm in third grade. I'm a student at second high school on the Sapiehów Jabłonowskiej in Białymstoku, and I extend biology, chemistry. I'm also in so-called bilingual English class, which is basically extended English, but a little more advanced. And now maybe something about my passions, because I think that's really important. My passions are somewhat connected to the subjects that I extend, but I think they also go way beyond that. So when it comes to biology, I really love neuroscience, neurobiology. Another field would be genetics and probably nutrition, but I think that one is a little more connected to chemistry. But I really like all of those, and I really like reading research papers. I like doing my own research and connecting all of those things together. I also love sports, mainly strength training. I'm a power lifter. It's not really a popular sport in Poland, but I've just always liked being stronger than most people, and that's why I chose this sport. Another one is swimming. I also put a lot of time into my swimming practices. And also English. I think I've mentioned in my motivational letter that I have a C1 level course. I've done C1 level course in speaking, grammar, and writing, and I think it paid off, as you can see, I hope. And I've just always enjoyed speaking English. I remember when I was a little girl and I was going on holidays with my parents, and I was just coming up to random people just to talk to them in English. So that's one thing. And furthermore, what would this scholarship benefit me? How would this benefit me? Well, I believe that it would be a great help in guiding my decisions, maybe choosing my bachelor's, and just really talking to local students, experts, or even people from that will participate in this scholarship if I'll be granted, because I really think that we all can learn something from each other. And another thing I think this would benefit me is that just being in such a competitive environment, because this scholarship gathers people, best students from all around Poland, and I believe that will really bring the best out of me. And another thing is why I believe I should be granted this scholarship. Maybe if you had one less spot and you had to choose between me and the other student. Well, I believe that I'm one of the few people that would really extract every bit of this trip, of this opportunity, and use it to apply it for my goals, for my future. And as you could probably read in my motivational letter, I'm already preparing for SATs and other standardized tests, and I'm really trying to do everything to get into top schools when I apply in the fall. And another thing is that I believe I'm the person that's actually gonna study there. I believe that it's not a dream, it's a goal right now, and I'm not just talk. I'm gonna do it. I believe I'm the person that's willing to do more than the other person. At least I try to think of myself as that and do everything to be that person. And lastly, what would this give to my community? Because I believe this would give a lot to my community. So first of all, I would be of help to anybody who would want to maybe take part in this scholarship next year, or even study in the USA, because the application process is not easy, I believe, and it's really confusing at times. So I believe I would definitely help other people. And lastly, maybe inspiration, I don't know, and motivation. Because if you really would see someone from your school get into such prestigious scholarship, get something this amazing. I believe that she would be motivated to try yourself, try your best, try to be better. And that's something I'm all about. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Zofia. Marzena, may I ask you for the first question?
I must say that Zofia answered already my question in the meantime, because I wanted to ask Zofia about the benefits for the community, for colleagues, and so on. But it was already answered. Second question would be: why did you choose not necessarily very well known person? I mean, in comparison to others, to candidates, they usually pick as an idol or role model someone from IT business or scientists, and you pick completely different character. Could you elaborate about that?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I think that it's just that there's so many great people that you can look up to. There's so many great experts that done so much. And I think the reason I chose David Goggins is because he's not in like other people in the way that he really talks about his journey with such honesty. He's so raw about it. He showed all his struggles that he had through all his path, and he's just so open about talking about the bad things and really showing. I just think that his character shows the features that I want to have in myself the most, and that's why I chose him.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, Piotr.
Thank you. It is difficult to ask the question when you answer before, but my question is about your social interaction. How do you exist in your school? It means, do you have any activity which is focused on to help the others, or other activity to have the community better?
Could you repeat the last word, because I think I didn't catch it.
I ask you about what you are doing for your community in school, for example.
Well,
Today,
maybe an example would
what is
be
your activity?
For example, last Friday, we with my school, we actually competed in a swimming tournament in a relay, and we got first place in the voivodeship. For example, that's one. I'm not really like a person that really goes to many events or speaks or sings. I'm not that kind of person. I'm more like a sports person. That's one of the ways I represent my school, I believe. And well, maybe another thing, how I would help my community with the scholarship is to organize an event for interested students. And I believe it's something I would do definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Zofia, I have two questions. The first one is very short. Where you have your American accent from?
My American accent? Well, it may come just from watching a lot of American podcasts or movies, but also it can come from talking to, I mean, it's not American, but I have family in Canada, so that may come from that a little, okay. I believe.
But you have never been to United States?
No, I've never been outside Europe.
Okay, so that was the first question. And the second question is, what is the real area of your interest? Like, if you could perform just one job, what would it be?
Just one job. Well, that's a hard question because I don't like limiting myself. I think that there are just so many things that you could possibly do. And I'm actually that kind of person that does a lot of things. And I'm not focusing on just one thing, but maybe if you ask me in studies, I believe my first choice right now would be neuroscience. Yes, definitely.
But in your dreams, in 10, 15 years, you see yourself as who? As scientist, president of a company?
I see myself as many people, not just as one person. I believe I could be a scientist and maybe at the same time a dietitian because I'm really interested in nutrition. And at the same time, I could also, I don't know, help people train and become healthier, etc. I believe I could do many things at the same time. I don't want to limit myself because I actually thought about this question, and I think it's not something I want to do because there's just so many people who choose one thing at such a young age, and when they are deciding to, when the time comes and they've got another, that comes another idea to their mind, they don't want to take that another idea because they were so focused on one thing for so many years that they are too scared to choose that another thing. And I don't want to do that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank
Marzena, may I ask you for the feedback?
I must say, first of all, that I graduate the same school you are attending now. So it should be a good starting point for your career. I'm a bit joking, obviously. I found yourself as a very energetic, positive person with a lot of ideas, and I think that this energy will give you a lot of opportunities in the future. So I cross my fingers for you, and I really liked the way you presented yourself, your interest, and also how you answered the questions, which were not necessarily the easiest ones.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Zofia. Thank you, Zofia. It was a very, very good presentation. From my perspective, it means a little the focus, what is the most important for you. But I understand that it is not so easy to define it today. But wonderful English, of course, with this North American accent, and really wide interest in. It gives you a very big chance to develop yourself in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Zofia, a great presentation. It was really a great pleasure to listen to you. You are a brilliant person. If I could advise you anything, I would advise you to start concentrating on some areas, because believe me, that in your age, each of us thought that we could be anyone in the future, which didn't happen, of course, because we are who we are. You have many talents. You can develop into different directions, but there is one direction when you can be the most successful person. Okay, so try to find what is the path of your education and career. And I hope very much that Queen Hedvig Scholarship will support you in this decision. So once again, congratulations. Have a nice afternoon. And in about 2 months, you will know the results of the scholarship.
Okay, it was a pleasure to meet you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.